If you could talk to someone right now that might need advice, or just kind of talking to your younger self, what would you tell them?
Don't let anybody else's ideas of your potential decide what you do. A lot of times I feel like people will say, oh, you can't do this, and will have ideas of what you can achieve, and that has like nothing to do with like what you can actually do in life. And just don't let people's ideas of who you can be decide what you want to be.
Yeah, I like that. It's very simple. It's very cut to the chase, and I like that. Thank you so much for sharing. So in exchange for that wonderful advice, what can I draw for you today? What's on your mind?
Ooh, honestly, maybe like a nice bird or cloud.
Yeah.
I don't know.
hell yeah.
Very tranquil, very
Yes,
serene.
absolutely. What's your favorite color?
I really like periwinkle.
Periwinkle.
Blue.
Ooh, nice. Thank you.
Or
Yeah.
purpley.
Yeah,
Something
purpley.
like that.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. I
Of course.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Here you go. Thank you so much. Have a good
Thank you so
day.
much. You too.
I'd say don't wait for nobody to open doors. Just open it yourself. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's the best advice I could give.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a door to opportunity everywhere, but you just gotta look for it. You gotta be open to it.
Yeah, it's all about opening the doors and opening even the wrong doors. Wrong doors could lead you to the right doors.
Yeah. Life is about experiencing it. Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
So, yeah, I'd love to draw you. Is that okay? Like for a
Yeah,
picture?
go
Yeah,
ahead.
absolutely. Thank you so much for your time and your advice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. Have a good day.
Well, this is very, for me, personal for right in this moment. So my advice is, if you're wanting to find where really good coffee is, ask someone who is offering free advice.
I said Dunkin', but I thought it was kind of comical. I think it's funny, but I don't know. I'm not a coffee drinker. Maybe that's why.
Oh no!
I'm a tea drinker.
So this advice is not good.
Well, if it might help you during a tough time, then it will be good advice. But yeah, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. So for exchange for this encounter, can I draw something for you? What's on your mind?
Ferns.
What was it?
Ferns.
Ferns, like
Yeah,
the ferns, like.
the ferns that sort of have a spiral shape.
Yeah.
And fern.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you. Here you go. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You know, growing up, we have a lot of expectations kind of placed upon us, whether that be through our own families or, you know, friends, society, just in general. I feel like we're brought up to have certain expectations of how our lives should be. But I would say, or I would tell my younger self, that life is pretty much unexpected. Live your life in the moment, to not let yourself be overburdened by life,
Yeah.
I would say.
I think that's beautiful. I really appreciate you sharing that. I think that's very reflective of life nowadays. I feel like a lot of us aren't staying present enough. We didn't have that balance. you
Yeah.
know?
I mean, I personally am one to say that, you know, I've had a lot of challenges growing up where I've been taught that you should live a certain way and act a certain way. And I think, of course, you know, certain moments in life, you know, I'm grateful for the life that I've had, and I'm grateful for the moments that I've lived. Of course, not everything has been rosy or perfect in a sense, but, you know, just learning from that and just, you know, not being afraid to, you know, live your life the way you choose to, and not someone else that should impose that on you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's your life to live. So it's
Exactly.
your own journey and your own experience. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
So what are you thinking I could draw for you today?
A dachshund.
A Dotson. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I got you.
Thank
you. I'll give you a hug.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
I'm Frank Craven, and I'm almost 70. So when I was 19, I married my girl Margaret Rimbaugh. God bless her. 50 years later, we're still friends, but my sister said, "Oh, you better not get married. I see a Mars-Venus oppositions. Wait a couple of weeks." "What are you talking about?" Forget about it. Oh, 3 years later, she fell in love with someone else. Oh, 50 years later, she regretted it. But what the heck? Life is what it is. But you know what? I can't condemn or feel bad about the situation, or even advise me to not do what I did, because we do what we do with passion and heart and love and belief. So You know, back then I was more into yoga and vegetarian. I was sort of as enlightened as I am now. You get to a point of mastery at any age, and you either understand what's going on or you don't. And basically, we're all the protagonists of our own movie, making our own story happen, and it's choices, the law of attraction. You know, I'm focused on what you want, not what you don't want. So it's a beautiful thing to live in the moment. As Emily said, in the third act of Our Town, which my dad opened, it was George Gibbs, and my grandpa was the pipe-smoking gentleman of the stage manager in 1938. Now it's on Broadway again. And the whole show is about the small things in life. And Emily in the spirit world is looking at us, they don't get it, do they? And he says, yes, well, poets do, artists do. Some people understand that life is about moment-to-moment reality that we enjoy as a glorious living experience that we take home with us, because we can't take home any of our treasures or possessions or money, but we can take home the experiences that we exchanged and interacted with ourselves and others in a loving, trustworthy way.
Yeah, I think that's wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that. I think we are a lot of us are too caught up with the things that don't really matter, and what really matters is life and experience and love. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So in exchange for that wonderful advice, like, what's been on your mind? What can I draw for you today?
What can you what?
Draw for you.
Oh, you want to draw?
Yeah,
I
in
like
exchange for drawing,
I
yeah.
love to draw, yeah.
I'll draw you something this time. What are you thinking about?
Well, I like horses and cowboys and Indians having fun together, riding the prairie with love and respect for Mother Nature.
I like that. All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. I'll do that for you real quick.
All right, I'm Frank Craven.
I'm Subi. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.